Hey everyone, Geoarm Security here. Today we're going to show you how to install the L5210 all-in-one home and business security system while using the L5000 desk mount. Now, the L5000 desk mount is also able to be used with the L5000, L5100, L5200, and now the L5210 all-in-one wireless security system. Some of the items that you're going to need in order to complete this installation are as follows: your alarm backup battery, your backup battery mounting bracket, and your DC transformer. These three items will come with the L5210 wireless system kit. You will also need a small Phillips head screwdriver, and you may be noticing that we have a cable here. The part number on this guy is LT-cable. This wire is going to make your life a lot easier in this installation process, and I will show you just how. The first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and wire the transformer. On this DC transformer, on the left side you'll notice there's a negative sign, and on the right side there's a positive side. So what that simply means is we're going to locate the red wire on the LT cable. We're going to unscrew the terminals about 3 to 4 times, and now we're going to take the red wire, we're going to slide the prongs underneath the screw, and then we are going to go ahead and screw that down pretty firmly, just enough to give it a little tug, make sure it's firm enough. Now we're going to take the black wire or negative, do the same, slide it underneath the screw, and go ahead and screw it in now. Like so. Make sure that's in there firmly. And we've wired the first part of our transformer up. Go ahead and put that to the side. We're going to take our L52 panel. We're going to turn it on its side, exposing the 2 tabs on the top. Now, the 5200 and the 7000 are a little bit easier to get open than this panel. That's one of my first views, but it's still not very difficult. So you go ahead and take your screwdriver, you go ahead and push down, pull out the front from the back, and then do the same with the other end, and the panel should open right up. And it shouldn't expose the inside of the 5210 panel. So what I want to go over with you very briefly is, if you didn't have the LT cable, you would still wire the red wire into the positive and the black wire into the negative into the transformer, and you would run it through the back of the panel, and you'd be working with 9 VDC, which would receive the red wire, which is power, and the black wire would be going to GND, which is ground. Today we have the LT cable, so I'm going to show you how to install it, which is much easier. But before we get there, we're going to install the backup battery. Now this backup battery that comes with the panel is going to give you about 6 to 8 hours of backup battery time. There is a backup battery which is a higher capacity, which can give you up to 24 hours of backup battery, which you can find on our website. For now we'll be working with this. And I want to show you this area right here is the designated area where this backup battery is going to get wired into. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So what I like to do is run the battery like so, place it into that area, and I like to run this wire through this wiring slot so it doesn't get, clamped or anything like that, so you don't damage the wire. And you'll notice there's 3 little clamps here where you can go ahead and squeeze this wire through so it doesn't get pinched as well. Now that we have the backup battery wired through its designated areas, we're going to take our mounting bracket, which will come with a screw. It's a single screw that you'll find inside the box in one of the clear contents packages. Now, as I was telling you, there is a 24-hour backup battery, which is a higher capacity, which is going to use this left side over here because it elevates it a little bit, and the backup battery that gives you 24 hours is a little bit larger. But today we're going to be working with this right terminal, and you're going to see on this mounting bracket that there's a little notch at the bottom right here. That's going to go ahead and slide underneath this the far right groove, and you're going to push with your thumb forward, locate that screw, and you're going to insert it into the hole, and simply, while pushing with your left thumb, go ahead and screw in, not too tight, just enough, so the battery is secured. Wonderful. Next, I like to go ahead and seal the panel, not completely, and just turn it on its front on the actual LCD screen. Now we're going to be working with the L5000DM. Notice on the back of the L5210 you will see 4 little holes here. This is for either wall mounting or for inserting the desk mount shoes into the slots. So all you got to do is take these 4 slots, line them up with each one of these holes like so. It's usually easiest to look at the bottom, and then you can look at the top. There's areas where you can see. Very simply, go ahead and just slide up, and you should hear it clip. Now, you can go ahead and place the desk mount back up, open the front of the panel, and grab the male end of the LT cable, tilt the panel up just a little bit, and you can run the power cord through the back of the desk mount and the panel, inserting it into the female end of the L5210 without the transformer plugged in. Very nice. At this time, this is where you're going to insert any of your communicators or Z-Wave cards, and we're not going to plug in the battery just quite yet. What we're going to do is go ahead and power the panel up first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you can see, the panel is going through its booting process. While it's doing that, that leaves you some time to plug in your backup battery, which only has one designated area. So you're going to make sure that slides in. Beautiful. Now that that's completed, you can go ahead and seal the panel, and you'll notice that it says System Standby in red, not allowing you to touch any of the LCD items. What you can do to bypass that is hold the home button for a few seconds, and you'll see that it says ready to arm with the green light. So that's how you install the L5210 all-in-one wireless security system using the LT cable and the L5000DM.